video number 2, and on this one I'm going to be showing you how to make a custom types folder. Instead of putting them all in one types, because eventually if you add loads of mods and then add the types from them mods into your vanilla mods, it only gets so far down till it breaks, and you end up losing everything. So many people make this mistake. It's painful when it happens. So it's quite a simple one. There's plenty of videos out there covering it, but I always said I'd go through step by step and everything that I do. So for this one, you want to be in your custom missions that we made in the first video. To be honest with you, which I'm glad I'm back in here now, because this is straight after I finish that one, so we'll get rid of that, and we'll get rid of that. And if we go in here, you can see I've already got mine. So basically I'll do a step by step as we go through anyway. So all you want to press when you're in your MP missions in your selected MP missions folder, as soon as you get into this page, you just want to upload folder, add new folder, sorry, on that one there. Name of the folder is irrelevant. You're going to tag it to whatever you want. So we'll call it extra types. We'll save that. And there it is. There it is. Like just for ease, regardless what I call it. I called it that just because I knew it'd be at the start, so it's easy to use. And then once we've done this, just give me a moment. I'm gonna grab this out of here because we shouldn't see it. There we go. So this is what CFG Economy Core looks like. XML. This is the vanilla one. Nothing else added to it. But we're going to change that because for it to read that folder, we need to add a few things. But it's pointless adding it just yet because we haven't even added nothing to it. On this video, I'll go with one of everyone's favorite mod, and the supply the files, which is nice, which is snafu. So we're going to snafu. We have the XMLs and class names. So just for ease, I don't need to read nothing or check anything. We're just going to quickly download that, and then also just so you know what you're doing with it, we have got spawnable types. And this way we're going to cover both variants that you can put in this file. So we'll go back to MP missions, in here, extra types. I'll see it's empty. We haven't put nothing in it yet. So if we go in here, for what we just downloaded, we'll just throw that in there. And then we'll throw that in there. Go figure. Come on. You know, go away. Make life easier. And there we go. Done. Eventually. And now once we've added them, we're going to go back to CFG Economy Core XML. Obviously in here, because I didn't save it, all mine have come back in. But again, I'll just wipe them out for the purpose of this. So all we're going to want to add in here is and it is pretty much just straightforward. So we're going to paste something in here, which I'll drop the link below. So I'll show you what you have to change as well. So all this is now a CE folder, custom types. That's my original one. So obviously for the purpose of this, let's change it to, as you can see it there, we've called it extra types. I always go case sensitive because we all know how temperamental Dayz is. We might as well keep it the same. So extra types. So that's what we're telling it there. That there's a folder in here called extra types, and there it is there. And inside that folder, we want it to read these files here so far. As many as you want after this, the more the better, to be honest with you, because you don't want to put any new vanilla type files. So in this one, I've already put them in, but obviously they had different names in there because I changed them because I didn't like the name they had. So the easiest way to do this, I've always found, change them if you want to change them. Don't change them. Just rename them, control and copy, and then we'll drop that into there. Then we'll go back in, and that one is the same anyway, but you do the same. Right, so now going back to the basics of this. So you've got snafu types underscore types.xml, and the type is types. Now, so obviously what this is telling it what you're going to spawn in and where you're going to spawn it, and how much you want for your loot economy. Then the next one underneath, which is the important one to get right for anything that does have this section, is next is your spawnable types. Now you're going to get these if you do custom cars, you're going to spawn them in your map, you'll need this. Weapons, if you're going to spawn them in with parts on them already, you'll need this. Anything where the item comes with things on it, you will need a spawnable types. You'll customize it and you'll add it into here if it's an extra mod. Obviously, the vanilla ones are already stashed away in their own part, but again, I'd put all your spawnable types in here as well, and I'd never add anything to the vanilla files because they just don't like it basically. And then once you've done all these, what I have to do then is save and exit. And then once you've done that, it's going to start reading the files in here. It's that simple. And then say if you wanted to add another one, so you'd, what can we add? What can we add? These have got some good mods in. XML types. There we go. We'll download that. Go back over the MP missions. Go into extra types. Same again. Nice and easy. Slide it in. Done. Open this folder. So we're going to go back to CFG Economy Core. Open it up. I'll see I've already got the first two in there. Now this one I've added is just types. We don't have a spawnable types on it. We just have a types only. So we don't need spawnable types tag. So I'm going to copy and paste. So obviously all I've done there, toggle Control and C, which copies this line. Went here, pressed enter, which brings me onto this line here. Hold Control and press V, brings this line in here. Now all we're going to do then is like what I said earlier, just to make sure it's exactly right, just press rename, Control C, double click in here, Control and V. If we save and exit, there's 3 of our files in there, and now being read by this. Telling it it's a type, telling it where it is. So now it's going to read it. Now what all this does now is, as you can probably work out, just look at the size of them. So you stop and you would normally people would put this in the vanilla types file, and it just, I mean that's fourth. Ignore the type section at the end. You're talking 4,659 lines, and then obviously if you add this one in, so add another 6,180, and that's just 2 mods if you're going to add them. And then obviously if you go to your DB anyway and your types, that's already astronomical regardless. That's 22,000. So this file gets too long and it fails to read it, and you'll have problems with your loot economy. You'll have problems with everything, and in the end it'll just give up and your server just won't stop spawning loot. And generally the only way to fix it is to delete your types file and bring back up another one and wipe your server. A lot of angry people if you do it that way. This way is just nice and simple. It's something that realistically I've always thought should have been integrated in anyway, just with how simple it is. It makes the game run smoother, it makes everything run tighter and neater, and the fact it isn't just something that's added automatically baffles my mind. But there we go, it's one of the easiest ways to do it. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I will see you all in the next one.